No more back talk, or I'll short your mouth circuit.
Why, you...
Old Ironhide's gonna pull through nicely.
A doctor with a great sense of humor. MS-B45 Ratchet, the best Autobot healer. Ratchet is an unsurprising recolor of MS-B44 Ironhide. It's been 7 months since its announcement, and he's finally here. The first thing you notice about this Ratchet is that his plastic is molded in a very brilliant white. It might not sound like much, but compared to earlier MS figures that are supposed to be white, it's a huge improvement. I've been complaining about Magic Square's white since Prowl, who is essentially a light shade of gray. Jazz and Optimus were better, but they were still distinctly off-white. I'm very glad they made effort here, because otherwise it would be Prowl all over again. Overall, his color scheme is very pleasing to the eye. Ratchet is the same height as Ironhide but looks taller due to his head crest. In my Ironhide review, viewers pointed out that Trailbreaker's waist should stay collapsed, so that he scales better with other bots. Well, this does look better. In terms of deco, the red cross on his shoulder is actually molded in and then painted. There's also no break in the main color on the back and the collarbone area like on Ironhide. He has the same metallic blue and gray details on the chest, black paint on the head crest, and that's it. MP30 Ratchet is one of my favorite masterpiece figures. His color scheme hides the flaws for the most better than Ironhide's. But for a faithful representation of a cartoon Ratchet, Magic Square really nails it. And the designer must also be an MP fan. These two MS brothers have the exact same subtle differences in their panel lines as MP Ratchet and Ironhide. The overall build quality is consistent with Ironhide, smooth edges, no flash. Accessory-wise, Ratchet has the exact same set as Ironhide. It would have been nice if MS had given him some wrenches or a welding torch like the masterpiece figure. He has 3 pairs of extra hands: open palms, grabbing hands, and pointing hands. 2 different pairs of nozzles, a radar dish, a jetpack, a stoic face, and a rocket launcher that goes onto his back. Another bit of good news, remember those pack holes on his back, crotch, and feet? Magic Square confirmed that they are planning to make their own figure stands, because the pegs on the Tamagotchi Nation stands are simply too big for Legend scale figures. Bringing New Age Ratchet for a quick comparison, and notice New Age also used the nylon on the red parts. They're more translucent and look less concrete than the white parts. MS Ratchet has almost no visible pins and gaps from the front, and also cleans up very nicely from the back. Transformer designs always have compromises, but Magic Square definitely hasn't cut any corners with Articulation. Ratchet has a ball-jointed head. It goes up slightly above 90. There are 3 separate hinges in the shoulders, which get the arms to lift over 180. 360 arm rotation, bicep cut as usual, single-jointed elbow that goes over 90, and hand rotates. 360 waist rotation. The ab crunch is a bit less than 90, and it also bends back. He has the signature 2.0 hip joint for the legs to kick forward about 120 and to the side about 100. The trade-off is the back kick is only about 10 degrees. Here's a thigh cut, 180 knee bend, which breaks the sculpt a little bit. Due to transformation, the ankle joint is very limited. It only has a 90-degree tilt. And lastly, the toe rotates. Even with the limited ankle joint, this is by far the most articulated G1 Ratchet. Now it's time to transform, but this time it's in reverse, since it took me quite some time to figure out how to properly unlock the van. Unique from Ironhide, Ratchet has a light bar that folds up. The vehicle mode is still a bit long, but it suits Ratchet better than Ironhide as the ambulances tend to be longer than regular vans anyway. The red cross is again molded in and painted. It's placed very low on the vehicle, but that's faithful to the G1 artwork. Metallic blue windows, silver bumpers, red stripes, tail lights. With rubber tires, he rolls smoothly. Bringing New Age Ratchet for a quick comparison is more obvious in the out mode. The New Age still has a slightly brighter white. But with help of the more pliable nylon, MS Ratchet hides the transformation cuts a bit better. In the past few months, Magic Square has been on a roll, releasing a major character almost monthly. This gives me a sense of hope that I might at last complete the G1 Season 1 cast, and that is a big deal. And with that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.